So yeah, man, this is another thing, right? The whole thing about it is like I said, this low life culture was founded on robbing and stealing. That's what niggas need to really get that straight.
Right.
This shit was about niggas we was criminals.
Police.
And it was robbing and stealing, man.
Yeah.
Not just polo, we stole everything. The polo was the uniform, of course. This was your dress coat.
Yeah, this was the standard issue.
You know what I mean?
Like military.
Yeah, and then and in order to gain a name low behind your name, you had to steal.
Facts.
You had to steal.
Facts.
That's how you got it. That's how you became low.
But I knew Shice too, but I wasn't a booster. You know what I'm saying? I was just a part of the crew that was always around. And I can say that's truly a fact. Because it ain't nobody from back in the day, bro, that's a loader that wasn't running in stores. Now it's like,
yo, let's check this out, right? Let me check this out, right? This what y'all need to know about Shice. He do music as well.
dope and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Where he was hip hopping hard. Yo, shout out to the Badlands. Rest in peace, Zookeeper. You know what I'm saying? Yo, all the whole Badland family, you know what I'm saying? They already know. Shice come through, showed us mad love all the time. You know what I mean? All the time. You know what I mean? Shout out to T-Life, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I mean? What's up, Abu?
And that was definitely love on Adabisi, what is that? Adabisi hat. Y'all got him on the hook on one of the Sportsmen.
Yo, let me tell y'all about this fucking song that we got.
Huh.
Now, when we was recording this song, right? Mind you, we in there, and B-Bill, aka Shiesty Low, had just came off Mia. You know what I'm saying? He had about maybe $2,500 worth of fucking Xbox, PS5, PS4 shit, or whatever the fuck it was. Whatever PS was out at the time. So this was these are the exclusive evidences of that. We didn't just take clothes. It was whatever the fuck was feasible for the bread.
I got footage of them niggas hitting record stores all up in Germantown. Man.
All that shit, man. All that shit, man. All that shit, man. Where whatever the fuck ain't nailed down, son, that's what it was. And for a long time, me and my guys, I had a team, we were stealing cars real bad. Where back then you could pop like the Honda Accords and the fucking cheap Cherokees. We had every fucking color. Everybody had one. You know what I'm saying? Staten Island, right here. We pull up. You know what I'm saying? Any fucking color. But you know what I'm saying? And we would do all types of shit, and we would use the cars to go rob and steal. We would steal cars to go rob and steal. We made the crime go up. The crime rate go up a few notches, and back in this, we talking fucking glaciers of ice, liquid swords era, son, when there was blizzards. Oh my God, man. You talk about, yo, it was just too crazy where we would get whips, and in these whips, all kinds of shit, especially during the holidays, man. It was all types of shit in the trunk. Gifts. We was being some real fucking Scrooges, I guess. Some fucking Grinches. We was being Grinches, y'all. Grinch low. That's who the fuck. I was being Grinch low. You know what I mean? But yeah, we would hit the whips, all types of whips, back in the county. And they would have shit in them. Guns, jewelry, fucking ski sets, fucking golf club sets. Expensive shit, man. You know, presents and gifts and you know, designer clothes and shit in the trunk of the car from like Bloomingdale's and shit. All kinds of shit be in these whips. And we would take the whips, and you know what was crazy? We had so many of these shits, niggas was stealing them from us. Like, fuck. Yo, Clev and them got a wheel right there. That's Clev and them joint. Bang! Stealing shits. Shout out to motherfucking Ricky Ty shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, me and Baylo stole Ricky Ty shit one time. We crashed it, but yo, fuck it, man. We was doing that shit, man. But yeah, that's what we was doing out here, man. That's what it was. And some of us learned how to get jobs and steal from the job. Shout out to Scoop Squeeze. You know what I mean? He held us down in McDonald's and shit, down in the motherfucking, what's the name of that shit? Franklin, oh no. Plymouth Meeting Mall. Son was hitting them for like 500 a day on the register. And we ate.
Frankly, we have only one clue.
You know what I mean? Back then they had stores where the sneakers was just laid out.
We have made provision for
Talking about sneaker fiending. They had stores like Structure, J. Riggins, all them type of stores. We stole out of all that shit. Fucking the Gaps. We stole all that shit to sell to the baby moms and the kids and shit. We stole all that shit, man. But the low, that's what it was about, baby. That's what it was about, you know what I'm saying? Where I don't give a shit, bro. I don't even give a shit about furniture. Long as I got low, I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a domestic dude too, you know what I'm saying? You know, I dress my bitches and kids up. They like to be comfortable. But the bitches act crazy. Bitch, you can have all this shit. Let me get my low out here. Don't bleach my shit. Give me. Clev one might have to get Dirty Harry on these bitches out. Excuse me. You know what I mean? Feel me? Not about the low. Bitch, you can throw a brick through my windshield. Don't fuck with my polo shit, though.
Not the clothes.
Don't fuck with the low. That's all I'm saying. Don't fuck with the low. Listen, I don't give a shit. I can wake up and you can cut half my motherfucking head cut off. Don't fuck with the polo, though. Hair grow back. Some of these pieces you can't get no more.
Can't get them no more.
You know what I mean?
Can't get them no more.
But that's where it was at, man. And you know, like, on some real shit, man. Like I said, I miss those days because back then, these was way before fucking ink buzzers. Way before that shit, man. It was just a little button. It was just a little, you could just snap that shit off. Or the shirts had little pins in them. That was about it back then. We talking about John Wanamaker's. Those who know John Wanamaker, shout out to the John Wanamaker building 13th and Market and shit, you know what I mean? Where they tackle thieves out of that bitch every other day. Yeah, be niggas in there cock blocking, man. You can't get busy in there. They had some belts and shit off the wire one day. Them shits fell on the floor. I go ball a couple up. Turn around, they tackling some nigga at the door. I had to put them back. Well, one of them anyway, so had to make like, you know, you gotta pay for shit these days, man.
Yeah, that's just sad.
Sometimes, listen, this is a good way to get them. If you're a good shopper, a frequent shopper, then they see you come in, they see you decorated. You know, they trust you, especially when you're in all the time. Long as you pay for something, they don't give a fuck what's in your pocket. At least that's what they make me think. You know, shirts, all types of shit. I went in Shaq's Fifth one day, they had the fucking bucket like them joints, stack up. No buzzers, no nothing. I took a couple. I could have took a couple of them. I could have got the whole stack, but I said, nah, this don't feel right. I thought they was setting me the fuck up, man. The shit felt like I was in the Phantom Zone. Then I tried a jacket on, and the jacket was about $280. How you got this jacket with no buzzers and no nothing on it, man? They setting me the fuck up, man. But I'm going back in Shaq's Fifth. I did get it for some glasses out of there.
Hello?
You know, you pick them off every now and then.
It's like,
So let me know when you rolling, so I can let y'all know, like.
we rolling now, sir.
So yeah, you know what I mean? This area right here, which is an island, exactly right there, you know what I'm saying? We would congregate, get our beers. You know, we wasn't old enough to get beers at the time, but we would get the old heads and all that type of shit, get us 6-packs, get us 40s, and we would drink them on the way to school, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe second, third period, whatever, we back out the door, you know what I'm saying? What's the next mission? We need money. We need money. We want to drink. We want gold. We want all that shit. We hit the malls. We don't give a fuck. We will hit Franklin Mill. We will hit John Wanamaker's up there, up in the plaza, up on Oil Grove, Willow Grove. We would hit fucking Plymouth Meeting, Old Gimbals, all that shit, man. Any of that. When we were hanging the arcade up there, Shellham Mall. Anything between here and Ogon, Shellham Mall and shit, we would stomp, fuck bitches, conquer, all types of shit. Then it would turn into other types of things where, you know, we was robbing and stealing, like, cause niggas needed jewelry too. So, you know, we was out this deli right here, you know, whatever. It would be frequents and shit. You know what I mean? And we would use like the little cut, South Philly, you know what I mean? West Philly, Logan, Nicetown, where the blocks is tight and shit. You come up this way, it's just a big fucking jungle where, you know, shootouts in the middle of the street. Ain't nobody even noticed that happened. You bang, 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 you heard that shit and then that was it. Because everything's so wide out here and people disappeared so fast.
And what part of town is this?
This up here, they call this shit uptown. This is the cusp of West Oak Lane and Mount Airy. This is Stanton Avenue, Stanton and Johnson, Washington Lane, you know what I'm saying? The whole Stanton Avenue, you know what I mean? From Martin Luther King all the way this way to probably Mount Pleasant and shit, you know what I mean? But all this shit right here, then we got the little projects up there, the low income shit, you know, there's projects where we would fucking, when it's freezing out, we would go in and sip like motherfucking Thunderbird, Wild Hours Rose, whatever. When it's cold, we went in the basement in the fucking apartments, in the laundry room and shit. Ciphers, whatever. Or that's where we would hide when the police come swarming and all that shit. We would dip in there and stake out in that motherfucker. Or coming off Mia's, this where we would meet if we got split up. Sometimes we would have to split up. Some niggas got caught. Some niggas got left behind and had to jump on the bus and all that type of shit. All that kind of shit. Most of the time, Himlo would call a Mias. He would call the spot out. We would say, yo, we would meet up. You know what I'm saying? We would meet up at the Bird's Nest and shit. The Bird's Nest is where we watch all the fights, watch all the motherfucking sports games, cookouts, whatever the fuck we doing and shit. You know, grilling and swilling. You know what I mean? 40 ounces, killing. You know what I'm saying? And all that kind of shit. But we would meet. Himlo would kind of organize the Mias and say, yo, we gonna hit this spot. Whoever we would take with us, if we took new cats with us, you had to come out with your bag full. You had to at least have 5 pieces at the least. You gotta come out with something. Where if we take y'all on a mission and you coming with us, we in the mall, I don't give a fuck where we at, Willow Grove, Franklin Mills, whatever store we in, Marshall's, fucking Strawbridges and Cloviers, Hacks, Lloyd Teller, whoever the fuck we at, you gotta come out with something, man. And whoever the fuck came out with the less pieces and shit, you know what I mean? You catch the dip sets for the rest of the evening. You pay for the beer, you know what I mean? You pay for the weed. We smoke all your weed up. You know what I mean? And furthermore, we might not take you back on the mission with us, you know what I mean? Because your liability. Where if we out here, we risking for this shit. We risking for these things because these were our garments as well as currency. You know what I'm saying? Where we can either wear the shit or sell the shit. And we traded, you know what I'm saying? Yo, let me see that piece for this piece and shit like that. Shout out to Drizzlo. Me and Drizzlo did a lot of trading. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Evil Bay Low, you know what I'm saying? That was my knockout partner. We was like gremlins out here, man. Sucker punching niggas to death. But we got in a lot of trouble. Unnecessary shootouts, knuckles and shit. You know, cats gang up. We fight, we Bruce Lee and niggas and shit like Double Dragon out here. You know what I mean? But, and most importantly, you know what I'm saying? We went through things robbing niggas from different blocks where, you know, they would spot me out. One time I went to war with these guys and shit, Rugby Street. One day, and me, my man Sue, and Pharaoh, my man Pharaoh. We robbing niggas and shit, you know what I mean? We all over the place, you know what I'm saying? Jewelry, snatching jewelry, earring. Oh, by the way, yo, big bad brother Him Lopes, listen, vicious on the snatch and grabs, you know what I mean? We cool now, but woo, you could take him no fucking way, man. 1 minute he talking to the bitch, next thing he done snatched the shit and we out, like, you feel what I'm saying? Truck jewelry, earring shits and all that, but back then, it was just about stealing every fucking thing, man. From everything. But nowadays, you know what I mean? We're a little older. It's about the collections. You know what I'm saying? where if you could collect, you got pieces from those days, 1990, 91,
Golden
92,
era.
shits like that. It's pieces laying around, you know what I mean? I went up a few sizes and came down. You know, Clev 1 got fat as shit out here, being a fat chef out this motherfucker, you know what I mean? Caveman cuisine. You know, I was like 80 pounds overweight, but you know, I'm like Mike Tyson at 86 right now, and I'm fitting into every fucking thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm fitting into every fucking thing. You know what I mean? Whatever size that shit is, Clev 1 in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? But that's what it was about though, you know what I mean? Like I said, man, the I started here, where we around, and we say, damn, what's up, man? Damn, you see them new such and suches? You see them new such and suches? Yo, and it was like I said, what we did, we snatched gold, and we bought gold with the gold. We would turn the gold in and buy gold teeth. We would snatch chains and buy teeth. That's what we did. You know what I mean? Where you had teeth, you know that it was a significance, you know what I'm saying? People knew you was grimy and shit. They knew you was some type of motherfucking, some type of crooked. You know what I mean? Back then and shit, man, you was out here doing shit, man. It was no reason for motherfuckers at that age to be having them type of teeth in their mouth. But we had them, you know, and this was you know, like I said, late 80s, early 90s, where, you know, these eras here, you had Neo Styles in this store right here. Yo, my old head, shout out, rest in peace to my old head G's and shit. Big Gary, you know what I'm saying? And motherfucking Cousin Vince and all them niggas, man. You know what I mean? Somehow these motherfuckers got in this joint and took a bunch of fucking Alpinas and Porsches and all types of shit out of this motherfucking store right here. You know what I mean? They went through the roof. They went through the fucking roof, son. I don't know how they did it, but they came out with a bunch of shit. Fucking, I tell you, Alpinas, Porsches, Neo Styles, Mega Designs, all types of shit out of here, right here. We smashed all the glass for real. You know what I mean? We smashed glass, whatever store, fucking appliance stores where they had camcorders, phones, whatever the fuck, man. VCRs, all that shit. We took it all. We crashed barbershops, fucking take the clippers. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, you yourself, you and him together are definitely a part of the pioneers in the beginning of the Philly low lights. And I would like to say myself, I mean, it was a beautiful thing to see y'all honor down at the Rocky Steps. But I would like to say myself, without brothers like y'all and the things that y'all did, it wouldn't be no culture right now. Even though the culture has changed to this, you know what I'm saying, this nice guy, give me, you know, we gonna give back. But y'all definitely a part of.
Yeah, we kind of kept it grimy where, like, all right, I'll give you an example. When Rack and Thirst and all them decided to start doing the cookouts and shit like that. These cookouts been going on for almost 20 years now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when they first started, you know what I mean? You know, around that time, early stages of it, you know what I mean? Rest in peace, B. Bill, AKA Shiesty Low. You know what I mean? The last few times we was around him before he passed, you know, he kind of like, he wasn't really all the way in tune on how the movement is right this second. In the early stages, it wasn't like how it is now, where it was more decorated, where a lot of the originals, a lot of the founders, you know what I mean, kind of felt like, you know, they felt maybe slightly offended, I'll say. Where, you know, because you got a lot of guys who like come on and they do the modeling and shit like that. You know what I mean? A lot of them are entertainers and things like that. But the whole thing is it's all about the recognitions and protocols, you know what I'm saying? Where a lot of the uncles and founders and shit like that, man, they founded this shit, they built this shit on niggas going to jail. Built this shit on niggas getting murdered, killed, shot, stabbed, knuckled the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? 6, 7 niggas trying to kick on you and all that shit. Jumping, running from police, fighting police. I fought police all the time. Them motherfuckers fuck them. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, the culture definitely has changed from
Yo,
that day to
this
this
front
day.
line.
You know what I'm saying? It definitely has.
Yeah, I'm up here.
Like being a low life is like from the old regime. It's like going to a trade school, bro. Once you learn that trade, you always use it. You know what I'm saying? You take up plaster and you got a hole in the wall at the crib. You patch that shit up yourself.
Definitely.
Because I find myself finding it hard not to walk out of the store sometimes and shit. Because it's like a gift sitting there waiting to happen.
I'm going to say this. This is how I think. You go to Walmart, right? You pay $3.99 for something. You go there 3 weeks later, it's 2 for $8.99 for that same $3.99 product. That means you're getting over on people. Because the same $3.99 product is now $8.99 for 2, which you added $1. So each time somebody purchased that sale, you're stealing $1 from people. But guess what Clev 1 got you covered, people? I'm gonna make the justice even. You know what I'm saying? So I go in there and help myself with complimentary snacks, complimentary beverages near the register.
Register, all that shit free.
That's complimentary.
All that shit. I'm gonna tell you the one line that stuck with me always from the time I moved to Beirut and I moved out. I'm gonna tell you like Shicey told me, my man, everything on this side of the counter is free. So if it's over here, it's for me and you. It's for all of us.
Hey, yo, check this out, man. On some real shit. Shout out the motherfucking dollar bill. Shout out to Don Low. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Tay. You know what I mean? Y'all don't know Tay. He a gremlin. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, when we was, shout out to Polo Mike. You know what I mean? Shane Boogie, all my guys on that side. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? When we was lowing. You feel what I'm saying? But yo, these people there that I just mentioned, you know what I'm saying, held it down on various occasions and still holding it down, you know what I mean? Shout out to Rudy Lowe, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's what is going on out here, man, you know what I'm saying? Some of us, like I said, some of these things were imposed on us as far as I'll say, all the glitz and the glamour, all this shit. You know, niggas here don't give a fuck about none of that. It's armies and niggas in North Philly still robbing and stealing. They don't give a fuck about no cookout, no pictures, no none of that shit, man. And I was amongst them for a lot. I don't care about pictures. I really don't, but I have fun with the guys when I come out and shit, you know what I mean? Because it's all love. But for the most part, I'm always on the stakeout, you know what I mean, in the sniper tower, ready for action. The wrong kind.
Now, I actually think it's dope, Clev, that you open your arms to a lot of the newcomers. You know what I'm saying? Some people that don't know a lot of the things you just told me, like the history. Because I've seen you at these events, multiple, for years. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're well-spoken dude, friendly guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you make people feel welcome, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, because the whole thing about it is this. Me personally, I can admire when somebody can put it together. You know what I'm saying? I admire the fresh pieces. If you know how to do it, I admire that. Cause I come from the fly guy shit where, you know, when I was younger, you know, I come from the era when you in 9th grade, all your bitches into the 12th grade. That's the era I come from. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, so I can always admire when somebody can put it together, regardless of how you got it. If you know how to put it together, then that's what it is. That's a whole nother aspect of it. As far as the culture, you know what I'm saying? The look of it.
A lot of cats got pieces, but a lot of cats can't put them together either.
Yeah, because you got guys who get all the newest shit and they just throw it on.
Want to put it all on at one time.
Right. So, but you know, it might take you years to put a fucking layout together. It might take years. Where your layout, say for instance, shit, you know, this shirt right here. I'm quite sure there's a pair of swimming trunks that go perfectly well with that. However, the swimming trunks not gonna be hanging up next to that shirt. Not even at the same time or the same year, possibly.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Where you gotta be on the go and looking out for this shit. Like however we get it, we get it. Wherever the fuck, I got bitches with a fucking credit card, and we going to the mall and the crack like $1,500 on the credit card or some shit. Where half of that shit we gonna wear it, half of that shit we gonna sell it. You know what I mean? Pocketbooks, whatever. I got, oh, yo, shout out to all of the fly bitches out here. I got all that shit. Coach, Dooney and Burks, all them joints. For all you Gucci and Louis bag bitches, you know what I'm saying? Stop ordering Gucci and Louis bags. When niggas come through with the bag, y'all ain't got the money no more. So don't stop that. You know what I mean? Yeah, big out.